We have a really good backpack at vacuumrepairshop.com. Now again, vacuumrepairshop.com, we don't sell vacuums. All right, Mike? All right, Josh? We are here to educate and inform and instruct people if they're looking to solve a problem in the vacuum department. They need to go to their local vac shop. They need to go to vacuumrepairshop.com and look for the verified premier member in their area, because those folks have been trained on how to take care of your needs. So we don't sell any vacuums at vacuumrepairshop.com, but we do some demonstrations of some products that we actually believe in. And so today we're talking about backpacks because they're becoming more and more popular. People in cleaning businesses are using backpacks. And so we're always trying to find the right product for the consumer. So again, we're not pitching any particular brand or manufacturer, but if you see it here, if we're doing a demonstration, that means we think you can't go wrong with it. Okay, you should go to their local vac shop to see if they recommend that one or see if that's the right product for your needs. But if you're seeing it here on Vacuum Repair Shop, it means we believe in that product. It's a good product. So today, we had a customer come into in addition to the vacuumrepairshop.com, we also own a couple vac shops. And I had a customer, an older gentleman, come in a couple days ago, and he was getting backpack attachments, okay? His name was Mike. Mike came in and he had what was standard commercial attachments. He didn't have the backpack with him. He had just the attachments, and he was looking for a new set of attachments for that backpack. So me knowing the problems that people have with backpacks, I had made a recommendation to him. We have a much lighter weight backpack than what's out there. Most backpacks, while the concept and the idea is really good, they do create a problem for people. They're kind of heavy. There's a couple problems they have. They're kind of heavy. They also require a specific set of attachments, commercial grade backpack attachments. And what was the third problem they have? Oh, they're heavy. They take specific brand attachments.
Generally, no power nozzle.
Oh, that's the other thing. They're not great with carpet. They're good for bare floors or low nap carpet, but they don't clean the carpet too well. So I made a recommendation to this customer. Actually, I took the machine. I actually put it on. And I thought, my God, this thing is so light. Everybody who uses a backpack should probably have one of this backpack or something comparable. So the machine I'm talking about is. So I just made a recommendation to the customer, knowing that backpacks are heavy. Knowing that that person's probably doing large areas, I had suggested that why don't you take a look at this Lindhaus. And I've put it on several times. Go ahead, Mike, you can grab that cord and just maybe plug it in for me. But there's a couple things about this backpack. We're gonna take a time out because we got a customer here. Okay, so what I decided to do was real quick to show them the Lindhaus. And now every time I show this machine, I'm more and more impressed with this machine. So number one, the weight. The machine is a very lightweight machine, okay? And this harness is super comfortable, okay? So that's some of the problems that people have with a backpack. The idea is to make your job easier, not more difficult. And it can tend to make your job a little more difficult when that vacuum's that heavy on your back and the shoulders. So this was actually thought out. This was actually, I'm guessing, designed by somebody who actually did some work with backpacks, okay? So it's very easy to put on and off, okay? It's got a very comfortable harness, okay? Most backpacks, when you put them on, they when you bend over with them, they hit you in the back of the head. Okay, this stays put where it is. I could literally dance in this backpack. Okay, now if you put some music on, Mike, you might see some moves that you've never seen before. Yeah. So if you're into dancing, you got your attachments right here. You got your dust brush here. You got a upholstery tool. You got your crevice tool here. Now, one of the other things we like about this backpack, first of all, crush-proof hose. Okay, you can step on it, you can walk on it, whatever, it's always going to bounce back. Okay, so it's a good quality hose, it'll bounce back for you. Now, this wand, telescopic, okay, Lindhaus is known for their bare floor tool too. Oh, before we go into the attachments, I should say, they're also known for their motors. You're going to put a lot of hours on a backpack machine, chances are. Using it commercially, you're going to be cleaning these wide open areas. Lindhaus is known for their motors. Their motors are designed to last 2 or 3 times longer than most vacuum motors. That's kind of their pride and joy, is the motors they use to put in the Lindhauses. Now, the other thing about this backpack I like is the attachments, but more specifically, it comes with standard attachments. Okay, most of your backpacks have the commercial set of attachments, which you're limited in what you can get. These are regular 1.25" attachments, so if you went to your local vac shop, they can customize this vacuum whichever way you want to do it. And that motor that is back there, it creates a lot of power, but the 1.25" hose and attachments actually creates more airflow too, because it's not that big wide hose. Okay, so but here's another thing we really like about this backpack. So this is your standard backpack. Okay, lightweight, plenty of power, nice thick white HEPA bag in there, easy to dispose of. Let me show you what it looks like. If they take this off, we'll change the bag. And then I'm going to show you another configuration with this backpack, which is really cool, which you can't do with most backpacks. So this is kind of 3 machines in one. So let's just take a look at the bag. Okay? And then you can, it's got a huge bag. You can't put that cover back on unless you have the bag in place. So you can't, nobody's going to make a mistake and use the machine without the bag. So you're not going to have to worry about that mess. It's got a nice filter here. It's HEPA ready. It's got what they call hospital grade filtration as it is, but you can also put a HEPA filter on the front here. And actually, I'm not sure about this, but most Lindhaus machines also you can adapt them to put a blower on. Okay, so you can put a hose on the front, and so you can have not only a vacuum that picks up, but you can also blow dirt maybe out of the computer keys, that kind of thing. But so I want to show you a different hose that you can add to this machine, which makes this probably the premier backpack on the market. So not just your commercial grade backpack that you're doing wide open areas with just bare floors, but you can add an electric hose to this backpack. Okay, you can get it all as one, or you can add it down the road. Okay, Lindhaus, or Lindhaus as some people say, is known for their motors. They're also known for a few different things, but their motors and the power head. Okay, and the backpack is no exception. You can actually add the Lindhaus power head. Are you getting a close up of that, Josh? The power head? You want to take a quick look at it?
Let's take a look.
Take a look at that power head. Okay, you can actually add the Lindhaus power head that is on their canisters, that's on their top of the line uprights. You can actually add them to the backpack. So let me show you what you can do with this. So this is the other thing I said to the customer. I had the customer here with the old set of attachments for the backpack, with the commercial set. And so I said, do you do carpets? He said, well, I don't have any wall-to-wall carpet, but I've got some walk-off mats that I like to do. So I've got a walk-off mat right there. And I'm going to have you kind of, you can see easy on, easy off, no big deal. Still nice and lightweight. But now I've got an electric hose on here. Okay, machine runs relatively quiet. I got it. Don't, Mike? I appreciate it. Appreciate you trying to help me. I got it. It's very easy to find the switch on the back of it. You can hear how quiet that is, right? I don't know if the video does it justice, but it's a very quiet machine. Okay? But then you have a power head too. So you've got your standard attachment and you have an electrical telescopic wand. So actually, this is for commercial use, but I can see some people, if you have a big house, I can see cleaning people using this in home. Because again, you got the best power head on the market, and you can take that power head. It's got a quick release right here, so you can pop that off, and you're ready to go to your attachments. See, Josh? Telescopic. The cord is inside the wand.
That easy.
That easy. And then you got an on-off switch on your handle here. Okay, Mike, I'm gonna let you get that. You can bring it right in the back. You can go right across the screen. Okay? And then your power head, red, green. So if I move that up a little bit, it's set a little bit too low. I don't know if you can capture the light. You see the red light just went off?
Yeah.
If the red light's on, it means it's a little bit too low. But green means go. So let's come over here, Josh. And let's pick up some of that dirt from the... So I think this is what the customer got real excited about. Was the idea of having a power head. So if you want to do carpets with this, you can. Most backpacks are not going to do that, okay? So I'm not going to get into too much detail about this power head, okay? But let me show you. underneath here. So this is the Lindhaus Power Nozzle. Soft rubber wheels. Not going to mark up any floors. It's a belt that's pretty much going to last a lifetime, but it's easy to access in there. So if you want to go in there and you want to change that belt or brush, very easy to take that off, very easy to get into the brush. You can actually simply just pop the brush off, up, okay, and you can pull that out and you can replace the brush or clean it off if you want. And you can actually take the bearings off the end. So if you don't want to, if you want to replace just the brush, you can. You don't have to replace the bearings or anything. And you can see here the belt is a tooth belt, kind of like a steel belted radial. It's not a stretch belt that you have to replace. It's a lifetime belt warranty. You never have to replace the belt. And you can see these bearings are good and solid. They're not. You never replace the bearings, just the brush when you want. But and it's a really good brush too, because it's not too firm, not too soft, just right. It's going to lift the nap of the carpet so the suction can clean deep, and very easy to maintain this particular power head. So it's the Lindhaus power heads are pretty much the same on all their machines, and again, they are known for their power head.
Beautiful.
Okay. Nice long cord that with a couple screws you can take this cord off. Let's say you have an accident and run over that cord and you nick the cord. Well, it's not a big repair. You don't have to take the machine apart. You can just take a couple screws out and replace the cord in there. There's one thing I want to show you. This takes a little bit of effort to show you what I'm going to show you right now. Okay, but this machine is, I think, the only backpack that you can actually convert this into a little canister vacuum. So I spent a little while thinking, why would somebody want to do that, right? Why, what's the benefit of turning this into a canister? Here's the benefit. So if somebody has a cleaning company and maybe they want to have one vacuum for their home and one vacuum for their cleaning business, while it's at home, you can convert this into a little canister vacuum. Takes a little bit of effort. It's not. It would probably take you 5 or 10 times to get used to. But there's some screws on the back of this harness. I think the wheels are right there on the counter, Mike. Are they there? Throw them right over. So there's some screws on the back of this harness underneath the padding. So all you have to do is take those screws out, and this is pretty cool. Again, I'm not saying it's something you'd want to do all the time, but if you do have a little cleaning business, you want to use this in your house without carrying it around as a backpack. Maybe you got 1 or 2 jobs a week and you don't use it that often. You could use this as your vacuum at home. Okay, so Mike, we're going to need a little screwdriver. A big, let's see. It's a Phillips.
Big Philly.
Big Phillips, and then you're going to pop the harness off. You're going to pop these wheels on, and then you're going to have a nice canister to use in your home, in addition to your cleaning business. So I'm going to take a second to do that. But here it is right here. We're going to unscrew this. It's this simple, and then we'll be right back with you with the wheels on there. You can turn it off for a second. You got yourself a nice little canister machine with 4 caster wheels. Okay, that spin, so it does move pretty easy like a regular canister vacuum. You got your on-off switch here, and you can see it's got a nice canister vacuum with a power head on it.
That's crazy, yeah.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I would highly recommend this machine. You can see why we're so excited about it, and you should really get down to your local back shop and take a look. This will solve a lot of issues. So again, if you're a cleaning person, or if you have wide open areas to clean, you can configure it a few different ways, okay, with or without the power head. I know in our shop we sell the whole thing complete. If you wanted to take some parts off, if you want to just get started with the standard attachments because you're not doing carpet, that's fine. But if you want to use it as your in-home vacuum as well as a commercial vacuum, it's a pretty good quality vacuum, right? It's a good machine. And again, the motors on the Lindhauses are designed to last
20 years or so, right?
Yeah, like thousands of hours. Like, I don't know exactly what it is, but it really is claim to fame that their motors are better. They're lighter weight and more powerful motors that are designed to last, to put hours and hours on. So it's a great commercial machine. If you have a commercial cleaning business, or if you have a big wide open areas in your house, or if you want to use something that both at work and at home, this is a great this is a great, I guess, choice. But again, we don't. My recommendation, as always, is we do have the two vacuum shops, but my recommendation is vacuumrepairshop.com. Look for a verified premium member. If you can't find one at vacuumrepairshop.com, feel free to call us at 1-800-263-5425, and we'll direct you to the local vac shop that knows what they're doing, that has been trained in how to take care of you, the customer, and solve all your cleaning problems.